Good morning, Vande Mataram, Jai Bharat, Jai Shri Swaminarayan. My name is Milan Dolaria. In this video, I will explain you Standard 10 chapter number 4, exercise 4.3, question number 4. Okay, so let's start it. First of all, read this question. The sum of reciprocals of Rahman's age 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1 by 3. Find his present age. Okay, what we need to find? We need to find Rahman's present age. Okay, so we need to assume our variable. So first of all, assume our variable. So write down, assume Rahman's present age is equal to x years. Okay. Now, what is the given in the equation? The sum of reciprocals of Rahman's age is 3 years ago. So we need to find the Rahman's age 3 years ago and 5 years from now. Okay. So first of all, 3 years ago. 3 years ago, Rahman's age. Now 3 years ago, that means before 3 years. Okay. Right now my age is 24. So before 3 years, my age is 21. That means 24 minus 3. Okay. So here we need to use subtraction process. Before, ago, that means before 3 years. So for before 3 years, we need to subtract 3. Right? Present age is x. So here x minus 3 years. Okay? We need to subtract 3 from present age. Present age is x. So x minus 3 years. Okay? Then second thing is 5 years from now. Okay, 5 years from now, Rahman's age. Now after 5 years, right now my age is 24. So after 5 years, my age will be 29 years, right? 24 plus 5. That means after 5 years, we need to add 5 to our present age. Okay. Right now I am 24 years old. So after 5 years, I will be 29 years old. So we need to add 5 to our present age. Right now, present age of Rahman is x. So after 5 years, 5 years from now that means after 5 years. So here we need to add 5. So x plus 5 years. Okay. Now again read the equation. The sum of reciprocal of Rahman's age 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1 by 3. Okay. Sum of reciprocal. So first of all we need to find reciprocal of these two ages and we need to add them. So we get 1 by 3. Okay. Sum of reciprocals of Rahman's age 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1 by 3. So first of all, what we need to do? Just take the reciprocal of these two ages. Now reciprocal of x minus 3. It is 1 upon x minus 3. Okay. Reciprocal means what? We need to change the numerator and denominator. Right now we have numerator x minus 3. Nothing is present in denominator, so we can write 1. Now reciprocals, that means we need to change the numerator and denominator. So 1 in numerator and x minus 3 is in denominator. This is the reciprocal. Same thing, reciprocal of x plus 5. Nothing is present in denominator. So we can write 1. Now change the numerator and denominator. So 1 upon x plus 5. Okay, these two are the reciprocal of the edges, right? This is for the rough work. Now we need to add these two edges, so we get 1 by 3. Okay, sum of reciprocal, that means we need to do addition. So here we need to put plus sign. What we get, sum of these two edges is equal to 1 by 3 is given in the equation. Okay, so now we need to form our quadratic equation. Okay, for that what we need to do, we need to take LCM, right? We need to take LCM here. Okay, so here total 3 denominator we have, and right now we are taking denominator in both the side of equality sign. Okay, right now we are taking denominator in both the side of equality, so that we do not need to write the denominator. Okay, now for the LCM, what we need to do? First term is 1 upon x minus 3. Right now denominator is x minus 3. So other two denominator we need to transfer in the numerator. Okay, we need to multiply other two denominators with this one, that means with the numerator. Okay, so this two denominator is goes to multiply with 1. So first of all, what we have, 3 multiply x plus 5 multiply 1. We do not need to do multiplication with 1 because it is same. So here we need to put 3 and x plus 5. That means other two denominator we need to transfer here. Now same thing for this term, this second term. Right now we have denominator x plus 5. So other two denominator we need to transfer here for the LCM. Okay, other two denominator we need to transfer here. So 3 multiply x minus 3 multiply 1. We do not need to do multiplication with 1 because it's the same. So plus 3 and x minus 3. Okay, now right hand side denominator is 3. So other two brackets we need to transfer here and multiply with 1. Okay, so these two brackets we need to transfer here. It is x plus 5, x minus 3. Okay, now we need to simplify this. Okay, so multiply this 3 with the x, it is 3x. Now bracket means we need to multiply this 3 with both this term. Okay, so first of all 3 multiply x, then 3 multiply 5, it is 5 is a 15, right? Plus this 3 is multiplied with this x, it is 3x, and 3 is multiplied with this 3, plus minus, here plus minus minus, 3 3s are 9. Okay, now in right hand side total 2 brackets we have. Now we can simplify these 2 brackets by 2 methods. First is we can directly use the formula that I have already told you in previous video, x plus a, x plus b. Answer is x square plus a plus b into x plus a multiply b. Right now our first term x is same in both this bracket. This is our a, this is our b. Okay, so x as it is, a is equals to 5, b is equals to minus 3. Okay, we can use this identity. Otherwise, you can do the multiplication. That means first of all x multiply with x, then x multiply with minus 3. Then 5 multiply x and 5 multiply minus 3. Okay, but right now I know the identity. So right now I want to use this identity. So identity is x square. That means whatever term is same in both this bracket, we need to take a square of it. Right now x is same in both this bracket. So here x square. Okay. Then plus a plus b. We need to add our a and b, and with the sign we need to write here. Okay, so first of all this plus sign as it is. Now a plus b. A 5, b minus 3, so here we need to put minus 3. Actually here plus sign is there, but if we take a minus 3 here, so plus minus minus 3, that I directly written here. Okay, a plus b, so 5 minus 3. Multiply this x, so x plus ab, a multiply b, a is equals to 5, b is equals to minus 3. Okay, a multiply b, multiplication is there, so we need to use the bracket here to show the multiplication. Okay, 5 multiply minus 3. Okay, now in left hand side, 3x plus 3x. These two are the like terms, so we can add it. 3x plus 3x, 3 plus 3, 6x. Okay, these two are also the like terms, so 15 minus 9. Here plus minus, plus minus minus, 15 minus 9, it is 6, and big number sign it is positive. Okay, now equality sign. Now we need to simplify our right hand side. First of all we have x square. Now we need to solve this bracket. 5 minus 3, 2, big number is positive, so plus 2 multiply x, so it becomes 2x. Now here multiplication is there, 5 3s are 15 and plus minus minus 15. Okay, now what we need to do, either we can transfer all this term to the left hand side, otherwise we can transfer these two terms to the right hand side. But we want our x square as a positive. Okay, terms which contain x square, it need to be positive. Right now it is positive in right hand side. If we transfer it to the left hand side, it becomes negative. We do not want this, right? So right now our x square is positive on right hand side, so we do not need to transfer it. For that we do not need to transfer this x square, so alternately we need to transfer these two terms to the right hand side. Okay, now both these terms goes to the right hand side, so here nothing is remaining, so 0. Okay, here x square is there, here plus 2x, and we also need to write in sequence. That means here we have terms which contain x, so right now write down this term. If we transfer plus 6 to the right hand side, it becomes minus 6. Okay, we have minus 15 on the right hand side. Now if we transfer this plus 6 to the right hand side, it also becomes minus 6. Okay, again our 0 as it is, x square as it is. Here these two are the like terms, plus minus minus, that means we need to use subtraction process. 6 minus 2, 4 with x, so it's 4x. Okay, now for the sign, here big number sign is negative, 2 and 6, big number is 6, 6 have negative sign, so here we need to use negative sign. Now we need to solve these two terms because these two are the like terms. Okay, minus minus plus, that means we need to add these two terms, so 15 plus 6, 21. Now big number is 15, 15 have negative sign, so here we need to put big number sign, it is negative. Okay, now this is our standard form this is the standard form of our quadratic equation. Okay, now we can solve this equation by any method. Right now I am going with middle term splitting method. Okay, in different sum we try to use the different method, so you can easily learn all this method. Okay, right now I am going with middle term splitting. So for middle term splitting, what we need to do? We need to multiply this 21 with coefficient of x square. Here nothing is there, so 1. Okay, we need to multiply this last term and coefficient of x square. So right now nothing is there, so 1. Now 21 ones are 21 plus minus minus. Now we need to find the 2 factor of 21. And here we need to check the sign. Here negative sign is there, so we need to use subtraction process. Okay, that means we want that type of factor of 21. If we multiply it, then we get 21. But if we subtract it, then we want our middle term 4. Right? So that 2 factor is 7 and 3. 7 multiplied 3, 21. 7 minus 3, 4. Okay. Now here we have negative sign. Negative sign, it means we need to use subtraction process. Now where we can do the subtraction process? That means plus plus, we are doing plus, right? Plus minus minus, minus plus minus, and minus minus plus. Okay. Now if we want to do the subtraction process, then what we need to do? We need to give the different sign. Right? We need to give different sign so that subtraction process is used. Okay? So one factor we need to give plus sign, one factor we need to give minus sign. If we give same sign to both these factors, then addition process is there, right? Plus plus plus, minus minus plus. So here we want subtraction process, so we need to give different sign. Now, how we can give this different sign? So first of all, check the middle term sign. Right now our middle term have negative sign. So this negative sign we need to give to our big factor. Right now 7 is greater than 3. So we need to give this middle term sign, that means negative sign, to our big factor 7. Okay. If we give here minus sign, then we need to give different sign to 3, that means plus. So these are our 2 factors. Okay. Now how we need to write this? Our first term remains as it is, x square. Middle term splitting. That means we need to split our middle term into 2 terms. So that 2 terms are minus 7x. Here x is there, so we need to put x. Here plus 3, so plus 3 and x. Okay, these 2 factors we need to write here. Minus 7x plus 3x, and again our last term remains as it is. Okay, this is rough work. We do not need to show here. Okay. Now alternatively what we do here, that is x square as it is, minus 21 as it is. Now plus minus minus, 7 minus 3, 4, x. That means we just need to change the form of the quadratic equation. Okay. Next, what we need to do? Consider first 2 terms and last 2 terms. Now in first 2 terms, which things we can take common? Right now here x square, here x, so we can take one x as a common. Right, because x is present in both this term, so we can take x as a common. Now in bracket, what is remaining? Here 2x is there, x square, that means 2x, 1x is common, so 1x is remaining. Negative sign continue. Here 7x, x is common, so we do not need to write it. So only 7 we need to write here. Alternately x multiply x square, 7 into x, 7x. Okay. After that, again write down this bracket x minus 7. Same bracket we need to write again. Then we need to look our third term. Our third term is plus 3x. Right now x is already present in the bracket. So what is remaining? This plus 3 that we need to put here. Okay. First of all, write down this bracket here and look. We need to look our third term. X is already present in the bracket. So remaining plus 3 we need to write before the bracket. Okay. After that, just to check this, that means 3 multiply x 3x, 3 multiply minus 7 minus 21. So our this setup is right. Okay. Now x minus 7 is common. Right now total we have 2 terms. Okay. This is one term and this is one term, because before the in between we have plus sign. Here bracket is there, bracket means multiplication. Multiplication does not separate the term. Okay, so here total we have two terms. In that we can take x minus 7 as a common. Okay, so x minus 7 common, and what is remaining? In first term only x is remaining, and in second term this plus 3 is remaining. Okay, this is the factorization. After that, here these two brackets are in multiplication and here answer is 0. Now when you will get the answer 0, either your first bracket is 0, otherwise second bracket is 0. Okay, if one number is 0, then we get the answer 0. Okay, so this bracket is 0, otherwise this bracket is 0. So here we need to write x minus 7 is equal to 0, otherwise x plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, now transfer this minus 7 to the right hand side, it becomes plus 7, and here transfer this plus 3 to the right hand side, it becomes minus 3. Okay, so here you will get this two answers, x is equal to 7, otherwise x is equal to minus 3. Okay, so now x is equal to 7 or x is equal to minus 3, which is not possible, because what we assume, x is our Raman's present age, right? X is our Raman's present age, it cannot be negative number, right? Raman's cannot be have age minus 3 years. Okay, so this is not possible. That's why we need to consider only this answer. That means x is equal to 7. Okay, so at last we need to write this. So Rahman's present age is 7 years. Okay, this is our final answer. Okay, so first of all what we do, first of all we assume the Rahman's present age x, then we find the Rahman's age before 3 years, after 3 years we take reciprocal of it, then we need to add these two ages, and it is given in the equation. If you add these two ages you will get the 1 by 3. Okay, after that we are taking LCM here, and from that we found just one our quadratic equation, and we need to solve this equation. In this video we solve this equation by middle term splitting method, and at last we get these two answers, and from that one answer is not possible because Rahman's age cannot be negative number, right? So Rahman's age is equal to 7 years. Then okay, question number 5. First of all, read this question. In a class test, the sum of Shefali's marks in mathematics and English is 30. Had she got 2 marks more in mathematics and 3 marks less in English, the product of their marks would have been 210. Find her marks in 2 subjects. Okay, here this is the quadratic equation. Okay, in quadratic equation we only need to assume our one variable. Okay, we can assume only one variable. Okay, but here we have 2 unknowns, 2 things we have, marks in mathematics and marks in English. Okay, so we need to assume only one thing. For that, for other things, one line is given, that is the sum of marks in mathematics and English is 30, and from this line we can assume our second thing. That means first of all assume Shefali's marks in maths is equal to X. Okay, Shefalis marks in maths is equal to X. This is our first thing. Now how can we get the marks in English? Okay, how we can get the marks in English? So for that, write down Shefalis marks in English. Now addition is given to you, right? Addition of marks, addition of mathematics marks and English marks is 30. Now you know the marks in mathematics is X. So how can you get the marks in English? That means from total just subtract this marks in mathematics, right? If I say total marks is 30, if you got 17 marks in maths, okay, our total addition is 30. If you got 17 marks in maths, then how many marks you got in English? That is 30 minus 17, 13 marks, right? So how can you get the marks in English? So from total we need to subtract our 1 marks. Okay, you can also assume Shefalis marks in English here. Okay, both the things you can do, but right now I am going with maths. That means Shefalis marks in maths is equal to X. You can also assume that Shefalis marks in English is equal to X and Shefalis marks in maths is equal to 30 minus X. Okay, whatever you want, that you can do. But right now I am mathematics teacher, so I am going with maths. Okay. Now other things. What is other things given in the equation? Had she got 2 marks more in mathematics, okay, 2 marks more, that means we need to add 2. Okay, so X plus 2. Marks in mathematics is X. Had she got 2 marks more in mathematics, so X plus 2, and 3 marks less in English, so we need to subtract 3 from the marks of English. So 30 minus X minus 3. Okay, again 2 marks more in mathematics, so X plus 2. 3 marks less in English, so from 30 minus X we need to subtract 3. Now the product of the marks, that means multiplication of these marks, that's why I use the bracket here. Multiplication of marks, product of marks, it is 210, right? Multiplication of these 2 marks is equal to 210. Okay. Now first of all solve this bracket. Here we have X plus 2. Here first of all 30 minus 3. These two are like terms. Okay, so we can simplify it. 30 minus 3, 27, minus X remains as it is. Okay. Now we need to solve this 2 bracket. Okay. So first of all X multiplied 27. It is 27X. Then X multiplied with this X. First of all plus minus minus X multiplied X. X square. Then 2 multiplied with 27. 27 into 2. 54, and 2 multiplied with this minus X, plus minus minus 2 multiply X, it is minus 2X is equals to 210 as it is. Okay. Now here we have minus X square. So first of all minus X square. Then 27X and 2X. These two are the like terms. So 27 minus 2, 25, and big number 27 is positive, so plus 25X. Okay, and this 54 remains as it is equals to 210. Okay, now either we can transfer this 210 to the left hand side, otherwise we can transfer these 3 terms to the right hand side. Okay, but we want our X square as a positive. Right now it is negative. So if we transfer it to the right hand side, so it becomes positive. Okay, we want our x square as a positive, but right now it is negative. So if we want this x square positive, then transfer this x square to the right hand side, so it becomes positive. That means alternately, all these three terms we need to transfer to the right hand side. Okay, if we transfer all these three terms to the right hand side, then left hand side nothing is remaining, so 0. Okay, now if we transfer this minus x square to the right hand side, it becomes plus x square. If we transfer this plus 25x to the right hand side, it becomes minus 25x. Okay, here 210 as it is. If we transfer this plus 54 to the right hand side, it becomes minus 54. Okay, 0 remains as it is. First term x square as it is, 25x minus 25x as it is, but we can simplify these two terms. So 210 minus 54. Okay, 10 minus 4 it is 6, 20 minus 5 15. Big number sign. Right now our big number is 210. It is positive. So here we need to put plus sign. Okay. Now in this question we are going with a quadratic formula. Okay. So our standard form of quadratic equation is ready. So we need to compare this equation with ax square plus bx plus c. Otherwise directly even you can write value of a, b and c. Okay. Compare this equation with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So a is equal to a, that is coefficient of x square. Here nothing is there, so 1. Then b, coefficient of x, write now minus 25. Okay, we need to write it with this sign. Then constant term c, it is 156. Okay. First of all, what we need to find? Discriminant d. If we do not find discriminant d, so directly we can put the value in formula of x. Okay. But it is easy to find, first of all find the discriminant d, after that put the value of d in that formula. So right now d square minus 4ac. Now b, it is minus 25, so minus 25 all square. Okay, the negative sign, 4 multiply a multiply c. So 4 multiply a 1 multiply c 1 5 6. Multiplication is that. That's why I used the bracket here. Okay, now 25 square. That means 25 multiplied 25. 625. And minus 25 square. It is also plus 625. Right? Negative square becomes positive. Okay, then here negative sign is there. So negative sign. 156 ones are 156 only. Multiply 4. So 6 fours are 24. 5 fours are 20 plus 2 22. 4 ones are 4 plus 2, it is a 6. So 6 to 4. So 6 to 5 minus 6 to 4. 1. Okay. And we want under root d. So square root of 1, it is 1. Okay. Now we need to use the quadratic formula. Right? So quadratic formula, x is equal to minus b plus or minus under root d divided by 2a. So x is equal to, first of all this minus sign is as per the formula, then b itself it is a negative number, so we need to write in the bracket minus 25. Okay, we need to write b with this sign minus 25, then plus or minus under root d we get 1. Okay, divided by 2a. 2 multiply a is 1, so 1. Okay, so x is equal to, now minus minus plus 25. Okay, here minus minus plus 25, plus or minus 1, 2 ones are 2. Okay, now how we get our 2 answer? One time we need to consider plus sign, one time we need to consider minus sign. So first of all, x 25 plus 1 by 2, okay, 26 by 2, so x is equal to 13, okay. Otherwise, x is equal to, now consider negative sign, so 25 minus 1 divided by 2, 25 minus 1 it is 24 by 2, it is 12, okay. This is our two answers, x is equal to 12 and x is equal to 13, okay. These two are our answers. These two are our roots of quadratic equation, right? Now x is equal to 13 and x is equal to 12 means what? What we assume initially, this is the marks of mathematics, right? Now if our x is equal to 13, at that time we need to find the value 30 minus x, because marks in English, right? Now 30 minus x, so 30 minus 13, okay, we can write it like this even. If x is equal to 13, then 30 minus x is equal to 30 minus 13, 17, okay. This is our first answer. If x is equal to 30, then 30 minus x is equal to 17. Second possibility, if x is equal to 12, then 30 minus x is equal to 30 minus 12, 18. So total two answers are possible and both answers are valid, right? X can be 30, otherwise 12. If x is equal to 30, then 30 minus x, it is 17. And if x is equal to 12, then 30 minus x is 18. So at last we need to write this. Shefalis marks in maths and English are, first answer 13 and 17, otherwise 12 and 18, okay. Both these answers are possible. So either Shefali get marks in the maths and English is 17 and 13 and 17, right? In maths 13 and 17, otherwise 12 and 18 respectively. Respectively means sequence wise. That means first marks it is of maths and second marks it is of English. Okay, so at last we need to write this. Shefalis marks in maths and English are 13 and 17, otherwise 12 and 18 respectively. So first of all we need to assume marks in maths, otherwise English, x. So from that you will get the marks of other subject, it is 30 minus x. Then add 2 marks in maths and less 3 marks in English, and product of that 2 marks is 210. From that we just find one equation and we solve this equation by quadratic formula. We get the two answers here, x is equal to 13 and 12. Both the answers are possible, so we need to take both this possibility. Okay, so we find the answer of 30 minus x. That means if she get 13 marks in maths, then she get 17 marks in English. If she get 12 marks in maths, then she get 18 marks in English. So at last we need to write both this answer. Okay, so if you have any doubt, so just write down in comment section. Okay, thank you.